Why is there a piano in a spaceship? Hi there everyone, Big Bear here, kicking off with another Let's Play. I'm very excited about this one. I'm going to be playing the Myst Masterpiece Edition. Now this is a game that was released in 1993, very puzzle orientated, a bit creepy in the sense that you're kind of on a secluded island having been sucked through a book. So I'm going to get straight into it, and for the more perceptive amongst you, you've probably noticed I'm rocking the Purple Fury, which I feel is going to be helping alongside this playthrough as well. So let's get straight into it. This is the book Myst. We're kicking off at the very beginning of the game here, and it literally just... and that's the sound of you being sucked into the book. It's a click and point game. I've decided not to go for any of the remakes because I think the more recent Myst version that was redone actually allows you to free roam around the island. When I was a kid, this is just a game that was click and point, move backwards and forwards, as you can see. So this is kind of the style that I know and also I'm accustomed to. With this particular game as well, it is very, very, as I say, heavily puzzle orientated. I think I can remember half of the things that you're supposed to do at the beginning, and I know, for example, that one of the first things you're supposed to do is there's a letter up here somewhere, so I'm not going to waste my time going over the bits that probably most people know if they played this once or twice, but simply put, this letter here is actually to, well, this is to Catherine from Atros, yeah, I think it's Atros, not Artus, Atros, to his wife Catherine, and this is where the game kind of kicks off, and you're supposed to start learning about things like marker switches around the island, how you get clues to figure out how to, you know, get to different books and get to different realms, but we'll get into that story in a wee second. So, Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our forechamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on the island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Atros. So, the image switch, now it did say down by the dock, and this is the forechamber here, so you just click on the door and it opens up for you. When we come down, there is the, oh my goodness, I've not seen this for ages, and that looks like a pool of water, but when you obviously click off the button, it is actually just representing water using electronics and things like that. Now there is a switch behind us here, and again, I'm not rushing too much, but I don't want to spend too much time just going over the beginning and the basics. I just want you to get a feel for how the game is played. Really, to put it into perspective for you, I have not really gotten past the very beginning of roaming around this island. I remember one or two little puzzles from when I was a kid, and I never really managed to sort of get things, you know, pulled together and actually make any significant progress in the game. So I'm hoping to do better this time. I believe that, you know, after about 25 years, I am more intelligent as a person. So, looking at this, it's got the topographical extrusion test. There's the water turbulent pool. So actually, if we click this button, you'll see in a second that it's actually set to 67. That was the pool of water behind us. And of course, we also have the marker switch diagram. So in the letter that was left for you, it does say count the marker switches around the island. I'll quickly show you that. You hit the button here. If we come back down to 47, that sets it onto the marker switch, and if you come back to the holograph, it'll show you what the marker switch looks like, which is these doodads that are around the island. I think most people, this really confused people when they first started playing this game, purely because you're just flipping a switch and it doesn't seem to do anything. And I think people didn't sort of explore the game too much in great detail to find out why the marker switches were either on or off and what they were used for. I happen to know, just off the top of my head, that there are 8 marker switches on the island. There is one sneaky one near a clock tower at the other end of the island that you can't see, you can see, but it's from a distance, so I think a lot of people do miss that. But if we kick off with 8, set it, this is a message from Atros, just telling us what's going on and what's happened. Now, bearing in mind, Atros is the guy who has actually written the Myst book. He's also written other multiple books in Myst where he lives, and that allows you to transport and move to different realms and different areas as well. So here we go.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation.
Tower rotation, that's
Don't worry,
important.
Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Go away and erase this message after you viewed it, just to be safe.
Okay, so that is Atris. That is the writer of the books that allow you to travel between realms, and he also wrote the book Myst. This is the land that you're in. This is Myst that we got sucked into at the beginning. So he's got two sons, Agonar and Cyrus, well, we'll get into that in a little bit more detail, but simply put, you can hear him there saying that he thinks that one of his sons has been burning books in his library. And there's a little bit more reason as to why they would do something like that. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I'm going to show you exactly how the tower rotation works. You heard him mention that in the message as well. And it's all about figuring out how to get clues to be able to get to books that will allow you to transport to other realms. Now, the reason you need to transport to other realms via other books is because of these bad boys. So there is a red book here, and there is a blue book here, and as you can see, you can actually pick up the pages. There are blue pages and red pages. Now, the thing is, as you heard, Atris thinks that one of his sons has been burning his books. As you can see, completely burnt to smithereens and all that kind of stuff. And the individuals are actually trapped inside these books. How do I know? Well, take a look. If you just open the book without any pages in it, you get nothing but static. You slap a page in, and then suddenly you get a message coming through from what is going to be one of the sons. Now, I think this is Cyrus. Who are you? Bring me red pages, he's saying. I can't see you. Bring me red pages. And that's all he says. He just keeps repeating, bring me red pages. And if we go over, so this is Agonar, I believe. Again, if you open the book initially without putting pages in it, I believe they leave a page there so that you get the idea of when you put pages into the book, you get a little bit more of the story. So, we'll listen to Agonar first. Sirius, is that you? Cyrus, sorry. I think he's saying, help me.
Blue pages.
Bring me blue pages, he's saying as well. So there you have it. So you've got the two books. One has, I think that's Cyrus in this book, Agonar in this book. And really what you've got to try and do is the pages are actually stored in other books where you travel to realms and you have to pick up those pages, bring it back, and take things from there. Now, again, this is another thing that I know. Look, I could spend my time pretending that I don't know certain parts of this for the sake of the playthrough. I'm not going to do that because it just wastes your time and mine. So I do know how to get the clues to different areas around the island as well to figure out things. Now, what happens is if you go and trigger a marker switch, so let me show you on the map first. So this is simply the area that we're in, and here is the tower. Now, if we come back, or if we try and get out the front door, if we can do that, let's do... Oh, actually no, you know what, let's go. I know for a fact there's a spaceship here, and this is, I think, one of the only things that I remember seeing somebody else progress in, but I can't fully remember exactly how it works. But basically, you flip the switch, and so when the switch is up, that means it's on. If we come back to the tower here, we'll kick off with the spaceship first, because I think that closest to the tower, I guess. We rotate the tower, hence tower rotation from Atris, until the line goes red. The tower is now rotated, and if we come back here, there is the, as you can see here, this is the bookcase, and if we click on the picture of the bookcase open, But try and put yourself in the mind of a 12, 13-year-old that's just suddenly picked this up. I'm fairly certain they designed this game for adults just because of the complexity of some of the puzzles in it. But this is, I suppose, one of the first games that I played when I was a kid, about 12, 13 years old. And it was really like a feeling of seclusion. It was very, very bizarre to see something at the time that was so well done. And this was the original Myst, mind you. We're playing the Masterpiece Edition. Even the original Myst, some of the sounds and the effects that they put into it, really, really creepy at the time as well. It just gave you a sense of, you know, being alone on an island and always having to watch your back. Now, I was telling you about the books that are hidden around the island. That's how we get the pages, and so you have to find the books, solve the puzzle, and then travel via those books and bring pages back. So, for example, if you remember, I hit the marker switch that's next to the spaceship. We've got our book here, and if we have a wee look outside, there is our spaceship. So we know that the tower is rotated towards the area where we want the clue. And if it's actually going to let me go down here. And then, of course, we have the key. So this is a clue to being able to figure out how to get access to that book. And if we come up here, of course, there is a plaque on the tower. Now, if you were to move the tower to any other position where, for example, you haven't hit the marker switch, or, you know, it's just pointing in a random direction, you're just facing a brick wall and there is no plaque, we now know that it's 59 volts. So that is our clue to be able to find the book that is inside the spaceship. And so let's go and have a wee shifty and see if we can figure out exactly how to get into that spaceship and go and take some books. Now, I believe there is a good bit of reading that needs to be done throughout this game. There are correspondence letters. As you travel to different realms, there's different books and things like that. I'm not too sure if there's actually a order that you're supposed to do it in. I've never, from my experience, recalled there being a certain way of having... But oh. Right. Okay, that's enough of that. Yeah, I have no idea what that's for. I've actually just remembered that as well. The fireplace. I honestly have no idea what that's for. I'm assuming at some point you figure out how to do the cubes in it, and then it opens up something. I don't know why. But again, hopefully it's something that we can figure out later if I actually get any good at this game and can figure out some stuff. Now, this is where I am reaching my limits of knowledge, because... yeah. Because we have to... ooh. Oh, yeah. So if we, and this is what I mean, like, just coming back for a wee second here quickly, before I just remember there's a generator room, hence the 59 volts. This is, when I was a kid, we used to call this the dentist chair. I think it's actually something for looking at stars and things like that, if I remember correctly. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So when you're sitting in the chair, and then you have to, and then again, this is kind of the things where, you know, you set the marker switch, you get a feel for, you know, what the clue is, and then I'm assuming there's another book in there somewhere or something that you have to go through. Anyway, so down here, and this is, and actually if you notice, just looking in here, there is a sunken ship here, and if you recall, just back at the docks there, we also have the sunken ship down here, so I believe there is a book in there as well. I know that you can change these. I cannot remember for the life of me what the clue is. I've not looked it up. I know that there's the clock tower down here, and again, see, that's the problem though, because there's a marker switch there, but I don't actually know how you figure out how to get across there. But anyway, we'll get to that, and then I think there's a cabin over here as well with something. Yeah. And this one, I can't remember how you do that either. But again, I'm assuming it'll just be you flip the marker switch, you get your clues, and then off you go trying to find the book. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, because you can see the cable coming through here. So this... So now I've... Okay, so I've flipped the marker switch, 59 volts. That in itself is creepy as well if you're playing this by yourself in the dark. Okay, and then we've got the... yeah, and so you need to figure out how to get it to 59 volts altogether. 59, 19... 57, 64, oh. Okay. Okay, well that stopped working. Just give it a minute to reset. How? Okay, well, already seems like I've broken this side of things. Oh. Power to the spaceship. Power in general. What do they have? About? How? Ah! Ooh. Haha! That's a reset switch. Okay, we got it. We got it. Right, let's try that again. Seriously? And that's it. $59 volts. That is the power to the spaceship. So, if I'm not mistaken, we should be having access to a book. If I've played my cards right. Yes! Okay, we're figuring things out. I was absolutely spot on. Whew! What the? Okay, what it... Why is there a piano in a spaceship? What does this mean?
2 hours later.
Piano. I was literally about to look up on YouTube how to play piano. What the... Hang on, I need a pen and paper. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, 1... And I think we got the 5th one there. I think that's it. Is it supposed to be on the... Oh. Is that it? Oh, so this is us being transferred to the next world, I think. Okay, okay. Let's see what we're dealing with. That's the noise we're looking for. We're still in the spaceship. Oh no, wait, I can hear water. Piano. Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay, okay. So we are now on the next island. This is a good place to leave the episode. You know what, guys? This has been really, really good getting back into this. It's very nostalgic for me. It's quite exciting to actually play the game now and be able to sort of solve some puzzles, see some new things. So yeah, listen, I'm going to end this video here. There will be another one. So this is Big Bear signing off. And please hit that like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers.